some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this.
I'm ready.
At their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Makes his man miss. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards. Catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We try to get him going there.
pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line now.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it.
See, the clock could get out there fast. Oh,
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Guys, let's chat a little big picture off. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is gash, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and back to our offense.
And the Tigers can play from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every
touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and they get the easy touchdown.
Wake up, baby.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rolling right and going deep. Snags it inside the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute in the field.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Log in, y'all. Let's log in. Log in, log in.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Push them in the back,
Off to
man.
the races to the right.
Too nice shit,
He's
man.
at the top, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
I love the execution on that play.
Wow.
Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point,
Will
it
win
was
this game.
make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. This time on target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I don't know if he playing good defense or I'm
Talk
just
about
playing fucked
versatility
up.
at the linebacker
God
spot.
dang.
This guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's
Dang.
his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass. Floating away. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Going to the run, it's Humphries. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, Continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Tolzien. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage.
He lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He fires to the left side. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to run it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He'll sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting.
We got to get a stop.
Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue
to
make this game closer.
The force of turnover.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This attack's so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Grabbed behind the line. It's moved. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing outbreaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and you just didn't see it on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again.
Look at the switch to get out there, man. I know what you're running. Damn.
Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to go deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's moved. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Under fire.
Turn around. I'm just staying right there in the circle.
Tigers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hutchinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to scramble. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with it.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a stand.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Razor! receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He's got the two-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Convert to fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target over the middle. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Auburn going to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the...
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got his man on the right. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Throwing on the run. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arkansas!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Auburn lines up quickly. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QBs.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count him for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, turning it on! Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the back. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on
You ain't
the
even
22.
turn the ball over. That's really the big difference. You ain't turn the ball over at all. Stop that shit.
Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One pick, one
turnover. Comes
turnover.
up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable. He's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They were ready for the onside kick and executed it perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So here comes the Auburn offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Defense played the wildcat very
Good thing you done, bro. Fuck me up.
for a short gain.
Music ain't God dang. Oh shit. Fucking leave. Yeah, dang. Yo. Man, he fucked me up. I threw 2 picks early. I don't know, he fucked me up though. He was stopping me. He was on that shit. He played good, man. I can't take that from him. He played good. Oh, for real.